Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you all had a wonderful week. I'd say mine was a little better, but still struggling with some things. But overall, it was a good week. It was kind of busy. Like I always am. I always try to keep going. Yeah, so that was about the extent of my week outside of working, and I hope you all had some good things that you did and enjoyed. Today is the day of rest, so you can enjoy your family, and hopefully you're not working. I know some people work on Sunday. I do remember those days, and they were not fun. But anyway, let's go right into the reading. That's Ollie. He wants to get in on the act. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. But anyway, so we're gonna start with the reading and a little discussion, and I'm going to let you guys enjoy the rest of your day. So when we left off with Noah, talking about Noah. So we are going to get my light to go a little brighter here, and the fact that I have to use this light I think I have to just laugh about it now, because it's just, I can't change it. It is what it is. All right. Human wickedness. When people had spread all over the world and daughters were being born, some of the heavenly beings saw that these young women were beautiful, so they took the ones they liked. Then the Lord said, I will not allow people to live forever, and they are mortal. From now on, they will live no longer than 120 years. In those days, and even later, there were giants on the earth who were descendants of human women and the heavenly beings. They were the great heroes and famous men of long ago. When the Lord saw how wicked everyone on earth was and how evil their thoughts were all the time, he was sorry that he had ever made them and put them on the earth. He was so filled with regret that he said, I will wipe out these people I have created, and also the animals and the birds, because I am sorry that I made any of them. But the Lord was pleased with Noah. Noah. This is the story of Noah. He had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Noah had no faults and was the only good man of his time. He lived in fellowship with God, but everyone else was evil in God's sight, and violence had spread everywhere. God looked at the world and saw that it was evil, for the people were all living evil lives. God said to Noah, I have decided to put an end to all the people. I will destroy them completely, because the world is full of their violent deeds. Build a boat for yourself out of good timber, make rooms in it, and cover it with tar inside and out. Make it 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high. Make a roof for the boat, and leave a space of 18 inches between the roof and the sides. Build it with 3 decks, and put a door on the side. I am going to send out a flood on the earth to destroy every living being. Everything on earth will die, but I will make a covenant with you. God, go into the boat with your wife, your sons, and your wives. Take into the boat with you a male and female of every kind of animal and of every kind of bird, in order to keep them alive. Take along all kinds of food, and for you and for them. Noah did everything that God had commanded. The flood. The Lord said to Noah, go into the boat with your whole family. I have found that you are the only one in all the world who does what is right. Take with you 7 pairs of each kind of ritually clean animal, but only 1 pair of each kind of unclean animal. Take also 7 pairs of each kind of bird. Do this so that every kind of animal and bird will be kept alive to reproduce again on earth. 7 days from now, I am going to send rain that will fall for 40 days and nights, in order to destroy all the living beings that I have made. And Noah did everything the Lord commanded. Noah was 600 years old when the flood came on the earth. He and his wife and his sons and their wives went into the boat to escape the flood. A male and female of every kind of animal and bird, whether ritually clean or unclean, went into the boat with Noah, as God had commanded. 7 days later, the flood came. When Noah was 600 years old, on the 17th day of the second month, all the outlets of the vast body of water beneath the earth burst open. All the floodgates of the sky were opened, and rain fell on the earth for 40 days and nights. On that same day, Noah and his wife went into the boat with their 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives. With them, every kind of animal and domestic and wild, large and small, and every kind of bird, a male and female of each kind of living being, went into the boat with Noah, as God had commanded. Then the Lord shut the door behind Noah. The flood continued for 40 days, and the water became deep enough for the boat to float. The water became deeper, and the boat drifted on the surface. It became so deep that it covered the highest mountain. It went on rising until it was almost 25 feet above the tops of the mountains. Every living being on the earth died, every bird, every animal, and every person. Everything on earth that breathed died. The Lord destroyed all living beings on the earth, human beings, animals, and birds. The only ones that were left were Noah and those who were with him in the boat. The water did not start going down for 150 days. So, show my light here. When I read that, it made me think, I think about that sometimes, what happened then, and I wonder to myself, could that happen again? Would God be angry? Because I feel like the world today is such a different place than when I was young. I mean, there are good people, don't get me wrong, and I'm not saying that, but I think there's so many things there, so much hatred. Everything seems to be okay, no matter what it is, it's okay, even if it's not. Or I guess I feel it's not. I don't know, but it's different than when I was young. I wish that my kids could know what it was like when I was young. I wish they could have experienced that. And a lot of people say, well, it's year 2000, and to me, and all of that all the time. And I'm a very big 40s buff, and I think not that I was born in the 40s, I was born in the 50s, but I lived through the 60s and the 70s, even the 80s. And things were just different, You could go out in the street and take a walk. You'd go out as kids and play outside and not worry like you do today. My daughter's 22 years old, my youngest, and I don't want her going anywhere by herself. I get really nervous. Obviously she's an adult and stuff, but I get nervous. I get worried because it's just such a, I don't know, sometimes it seems really, ugly, the world that goes on out there. So I think to myself, could something like that happen again? And who knows, it's the mystery, I think, of the Bible, and I think sometimes that's what I feel like that's what it's supposed to be about, the mystery of it all. And I don't know, I just wish that sometimes the world could be a better place where people could be nicer to each other. I feel like everybody's, people are just not nice like they used to be anymore, and everybody's after everybody to be better than everybody or whatever. And I find myself wanting to stay more and more in my home, because in here it's just, there's good things, I maybe safe, where you can't get hurt, or things like that. And I feel that here I can do all the things that just make life beautiful, in my world. But I guess more of us have to go out there and try to do things to make the world a happier place or a better place. And sometimes now that I have this page, I hope I'm doing a little something even if I'm touching, there's only 14 people in our group right now, but if I'm touching 14 people, I'm happy. I've touched 14. If it was 2, I'd be touching 2. It would be fine for me, you know. So it's funny that this minister venture that I started was really kind of just on a whim. I was feeling really sad, but I think it was something that I needed, and something now that I feel like I'm doing something good, and I'm just maybe spreading the word of God and the Lord, and touching people's lives maybe every day with just a little simple word. You know, and I'm hoping I'm just making people smile or making them feel a little better about the world that we live in, and just that there's a little safe place to go, you know, during the day and just hear something good and not something, you know, ugly or sad or, you know, bad. So, and I promised myself tonight, I was listening to my last video, by the way. I don't mean to just cut off right there, but I said, you know, about 15 times. I was like, oh my God. So I was really good about making sure I didn't do that today. Sometimes I think when I'm trying to say something and I know the words are in my head, or my thoughts are in my head of what I want to say, and I want it to come out the way I'm thinking it. So I think that's where I don't know, you know, comes from. But no, you don't know, because I have to tell you. But anyway, I do hope that you all have a wonderful Sunday. Enjoy the time with your family. Make memories, make good memories. And I do hope that, you know, I'm touching a little bit of your lives and just making it a little bit brighter and a little more peaceful, with a little more joy, you know, knowing that we're gonna make it through. And if we, you know, because we are a little family now, so the family that prays together stays together. So hopefully, you know, we can just, you know, spread some joy out there and make the world a better place, because that's what I want to do. And hopefully I am, even if it's in a little circle of people, but it's better than no circle at all. So go out there, enjoy your day, smile, do things with your family, make memories, and be happy. God bless you all, and I hope you have a wonderful Sunday.